AEW Dynamite, your weekly review, October 10th, and Rampage the week before. So like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you don't mind. So it started off with, we have a new member of the broadcast team, Renee Paquette. She's now there. That's Moxley's wife, is now there. She started the show by interviewing Christian Cage. Christian started ripping Canada because he was in Canada, and then it turned into Luchasaurus versus Jungle Boy. Really good match. Go and watch it. I haven't seen it, but in the end, Jungle Boy wins with help from Christian Cage. Then QT Marshall and Nick went against Wardlow and Joe. Really good match, but Joe wins. And then Brian Cage came up with the whole crew, sort of threatening Joe and Wardlow. Then the FTR came out, and then Sean Spears comes out as well. So they're probably gonna have a big, 8-on-8 match or something coming soon. Then we had Swerve versus Billy Gunn. Really good match there. Obviously Billy Gunn's, he's been there, he's a mainstay, he's been there, been around the block. Swerve is a technical high flyer. In the end, Swerve actually won the match, which was pretty good. Then Smart Mark comes out and says he's taking the trademark for Scissor Me Daddy, apparently, so they can't use Scissor Me Daddy anymore, which is quite funny. Then we had MJF basically interviewed in the back about him going to shake Utah's hand, what's happening there. And then Stokely comes by, and then MJF basically blows up saying he didn't need his help. He doesn't want him to interfere in his things, get out of my way. And MJF basically says he's focused on being a champion and nothing's going to get in his way. He doesn't care and he hates himself. Then we had Moxley and Hangman and Adam Page going back and forth in the ring, talking about obviously facing each other. At one point, Hangman started punching himself in the head, and then I'm sure if you look at his head looked dented. I was like, why are you doing that? But anyway, it was a really good promo. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. And MJF was eating popcorn while this was all happening. It was quite funny. Then we had Bryan Danielson versus Lionheart Chris Jericho, the wrestler Chris Jericho, for the ROH World Championship. Really good match. Go and watch it. But in the end, Danny Garcia came down. We thought he was going to help Bryan Danielson, but then he actually didn't help Bryan Danielson. Hit Bryan Danielson in the head, and Chris Jericho defended his title. Then we had Hayter and Britt versus Tony and Shida. Really good match, but in the end, Shida won. But in the main event of AEW on week commencing the 10th of October, it was Orange Cassidy versus Pac for the AEW Atlantic Championship. And really good match. Go and watch it. Tough, hard fought match for the both of them. But in the end, Orange Cassidy won, and he's your new All-Atlantic champion. Congratulations to Orange Cassidy. Then on the week before, so we got a Rampage in the UK. It's always the week before. It's not the new Rampage, it's the week before. It was Roosh and Private Party versus the BCC. Really good match. BCC won. Obviously, Moxley was there. Then we had Josh and Tony versus Varsity Blondes. I don't remember the last time Varsity Blondes actually won a match, but Josh won. But then the Acclaim came out, started ripping them as well. And then we had Sky Blue and Madison Rain versus Anna Jay and Ty. Really good match, but Anna Jay and Ty won. And then in the main event, it was Dark Order versus Death Triangle in a really good match because they're the trio championships as well. But Death Triangle actually won, so they defended the trio championship. So it was a really good match. So go and watch it if you haven't seen it already. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Take care.